Hi everyone, I'm a bit late with this one, but there we go. I'm going to be opening and taking a look at this release of Dog Soldiers, the new special edition 4K version from Second Sight. So let's get into it. So welcome back to the channel, one and all. Yeah, so the reason I am late with this is because I was away last week. This did arrive last Saturday, so a week ago today, but I'd gone away on that very day. I picked it up when I got back on Thursday, and I'm just going to be doing an opening of it right this minute. So yeah, why not? Let's take a look. I haven't rushed getting it open. I've got myself settled back in, all that sort of thing. But anyway, before I do that, hit the subscribe button. Come and join the channel. Leave me a comment. Do reply to all comments. And yeah, let's just get on with it, shall we? So, yes, from Second Sight Films. Now, I did have a German Blu-ray release of this film, and the transfer wasn't particularly great on it. So, I knew a 4K was coming. And I was excited for that. It's a great film. This is probably one of my favourite werewolf movies. I'd probably even put this above An American Werewolf in London, which is a classic and which I enjoy. But this film has something. I think it's the military presence, the Scottish Highlands, all this sort of thing that appeals to me more about this film. But yeah, so it's very good. So it's nice to get this. I did go for the special edition version, and this has with it a new restoration approved by director Neil Marshall and director of photography. Featurettes presenting Dolby Vision HDR, archive audio commentary by Neil Marshall, archive audio commentary by producers, a new audio commentary by writer and associate professor of film, werewolves, crawlers, cannibals and more, a new 40-minute interview with Neil Marshall, a history of lycanthropy with author blah blah blah, werewolves folklore. So it's got a wealth of content on there, and that's just me going through some of it. It's fantastic. Limited edition content, rigid slipcase with new artwork, 180-page booklet with new essays. So that's fantastic. So I do like my booklets with stuff in to read. Gives me a bit more insight into the film. Where are we? Collector's art cards, yeah, that sort of thing. So let's take a look. Let's open it up. Let me adjust the camera and we'll take a gander. Okay, so here we have the box, the cover of the outer box. There is a J card underneath. I can feel it there, that wraps around all the way up. So I've got some nice artwork on the front. So you've got your werewolves. You got your soldiers here, all covered in blood. Yeah, which almost looks like blood splatter to a degree. Some plants here going up there. So it's a full moon, obviously there. So it's a nice image. I do like that. So there's the spine of the rigid slipcase, and that's the J card on the back. So we'll get this open and we shall take a look now. It doesn't, yeah, I managed to get it open just with my finger, so it weren't much. Get rid of that bit of plastic. So here we go. So yeah, okay, so they haven't glued down the J card, which is great because I do dislike the glue. There's the J card next to the actual box. The glue sometimes pulls on the, you know, pulls a little bubble. You get an air bubble underneath the picture, which is quite frustrating. So there's the back of the box. Okay, very nice. So you still got the picture sort of wraps around with the plants covered in blood there. And you got the house that they set up in, all the plant life there. That's really nice with the Second Sight Film logo there. It goes to the underneath as well, the art. So I like that box. I'm liking that. Let's open it up and take a look at the interior. But there's the box. As you can see, it is a nice solid rigid slipcase. Very nice indeed. So first of all, let's go for the discs, shall we? Now here we have again another nice piece of artwork. What am I saying? Nice piece of artwork, keeping in with the imagery on the front. Werewolves there, moonlight behind them, soldiers down there in red. So that's really nice. And let's have a look on the back. And again, it's an image that crosses all of it, and that's fantastic. So here we have our 2 discs. No artwork on the inside, as you can see, but you have your Blu-ray disc there and your 4K disc on that side. Both the same, both without any sort of real artwork, but it is still in keeping with, you know, it's got a bit of patterning on it, in keeping with the aesthetic of what we've seen before. So, as for the stuff that comes with this, you do get art cards, which have nothing on the back, but there's art card number 1, which is the cover of the box, which is very nice. And then we have art card number 2, which is that interior box. Again, very nice. Art card number 3. Some of your cast soldiers there. Get that off. Art card number 4. Number 5, one of the werewolves. And number 6. It's very good. I like those. They're quite nice. And obviously here we have the Dog Soldiers Field Notes book, which is a 180-page square-bound book. With colour, you know, colour images in it. A lot, you know, fantastic. I mean, that's, you know, I know that they do fill some of these special editions with a load of tats, but when you get something like this, 180 pages with a lot of writing in it, a lot of text, stuff to read, then I'm intrigued, because I like to read as well. So, you know, read up about the film. Fantastic stuff, and I will read that. And there's the spine of that, like so. Okay, so there we go. There is the opening for this version of Dog Soldiers, which is fantastic. That's really, really nice. Now what I'm going to do before I edit this together, I'm going to step away. I'm going to watch the film, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the transfer of this movie. So come back and join me momentarily for you, a couple of hours for me. Alexa, switch on TV.
You're all right. This is definitely better than being at work. One thing he didn't warn us about, though. Bloody midges.
Okay, so I'm back from watching Dog Soldiers. Yes, and wow. I'd forgotten a lot of that film. I really had. And it's a joy. It's a wonder. It's a beautiful film. It's a fantastic film. Wow. What can I say? So I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So I'm going to throw up a few screen grabs, but they're recorded from my phone. Now, you got to understand that as I've recorded this, there's a bit of ambient light and this sort of a thing affecting the image, so you can't really see. But I'll put them up anyway as I'm talking. Now, this film, obviously, like, let's have a look. So the 1080 UHD video was 2160p, 23.981 or 98, 23, but I can't really see, it's so small, frames per second. audio, DTS HD, Master Audio 5.1/2.0. So I just play this for a standard soundbar. I'm not up on the technical side of it, unfortunately. So I can only give you my view as a layman when watching the film, whether I'm happy with it and this sort of a thing. But anyway, so the version I had before was this one here, which I don't, is it German? I don't know. It's come from somewhere, but it's got the English release on it. It's got the English soundtrack. I'm not sure what region that comes from. But anyway, what can I say about this film? Wow. Now, like I said, I don't remember a lot of it. And I only watched it a few years ago, but, you know, I thought Sean Pertwee died earlier in the film. I didn't think that he saw it out to the end. I didn't remember that correctly, which is fantastic, so I love him as an actor. Okay, so the film looks and sounds great. It's a very dark film anyway, but when you start off, the daylight scenes in the Scottish Highlands and this, you get a lot of colour, the greens from the trees and this sort of thing pop. But you're playing with a very muted colour palette anyway in this movie. But when you do get the colour, when you get the blood, it is vibrant, it is bright, it pops out. The blacks in the films are deep and rich. Now, the film does have an element of grain to it, which is more visible in some shots than others. I didn't mind that because sometimes when you take away all the grain, there's no grain, it's just pure crisp picture. It doesn't really work for the film, but for this film the grain does work. But the grain's not heavy, so if you're not a grain lover, it's not something that will scream at you as being there. Like I said, I'm playing it for a sound bar and the film sounds fantastic. I can't really say about surround sound, how it works, coming out different speakers. I haven't got that sort of setup, unfortunately. But, you know, this is the best the film has looked. I can tell you that. I've had it, like I said, I've had this other Blu-ray release that I shall pass on, sell on, whatever I do with it. And I'm very pleased with this release. Did I say the booklet was 80 pages? It's 108 pages, that book. I think I might have said 80 before. But yes, so Dog Soldiers. You know, I'd recommend this film to anyone. I'd recommend the 4K version to anyone. I've got no issue with this transfer whatsoever. This is a beautiful set, beautiful film, and truly is one of my favourite werewolf films. I'm not big into werewolf films anyway, but this one just... There's something about it. The characters are all fantastic. It's just a well-rounded, produced film with a great cast, element of dark humour to it as well. Just a joy. But yeah, so a fantastic release, fantastic picture, sound very good, and that's it. I've got nothing else to say. I did have a shave while I was down there as well. I mean, I took it back, bit of stubble. Anyway, this is AJ. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, come join the channel, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.